Welcome to Blood Sugar Squad, your go-to channel for simple, actionable tips to manage diabetes and live your best life. Sushi seems like the perfect healthy meal. Fresh fish, vegetables, seaweed. It is low in saturated fat, high in protein, and packed with omega-3s. What could possibly go wrong? A lot, actually. Because hidden inside that beautiful sushi roll is a blood sugar trap that catches many people with diabetes off guard. In this video, we are going to break down exactly how sushi affects blood sugar, which rolls are the worst offenders, and what you should order instead. We will also cover the condiments like soy sauce, wasabi, and pickled ginger, because those details matter too. Segment 1. The problem with sushi rice. When most people think about sushi, they focus on the fish. Salmon, tuna, yellowtail. But from a blood sugar standpoint, the fish is usually not the problem. Sushi rice is not plain steamed rice. It is traditionally seasoned with rice vinegar, sugar, and salt. That seasoning gives sushi its distinctive sweet-tangy flavor and helps create the texture that holds the roll together. Depending on the recipe and the restaurant, that can add more sugar than many people realize. That is the first issue. The second issue is that sushi rice is usually white rice. White rice has a relatively high glycemic index, which means your body breaks it down quickly and converts it to glucose rapidly. For many people with diabetes, that can lead to a significant blood sugar spike. Now, let us talk about the trap that catches people off guard. Portion size. A single sushi roll does not look like much. It feels light. It feels healthy. But many rolls contain a surprisingly large amount of rice, and most people do not stop at one roll. It is very easy to order 2 or 3 rolls and end up consuming the equivalent of several servings of white rice without even thinking about it. That is why sushi can be so deceptive. If someone handed you 3 bowls of white rice, you would probably think twice. But wrap that same rice around fish, cucumber, and seaweed, and suddenly it feels like a health food. So here's the sushi math. White rice plus added sugar, plus larger than expected portions, can equal a blood sugar spike waiting to happen. The good news? Sushi does not have to be off limits. In fact, some sushi options are surprisingly blood sugar friendly. The key is knowing what to order and what to leave on the menu. Segment 2. What to order. Let us start with the safest option on the menu: sashimi. Sashimi is simply slices of fish served without rice. No hidden sugars. No refined carbohydrates. Just protein, healthy fats, and flavor. For many people with diabetes, sashimi is one of the most blood sugar-friendly choices in a sushi restaurant. In fact, one of the smartest strategies is to make sashimi the foundation of your meal, rather than treating it as an appetizer. A sashimi platter can help fill you up before you ever touch a roll, making it much easier to avoid overeating rice. Next, consider adding edamame. These steamed soybeans are rich in protein and fiber, which can help slow digestion and increase fullness. They are one of the best side dishes available at most sushi restaurants. Miso soup is another excellent choice. It is warm, satisfying, and generally low in carbohydrates and calories. Starting with soup can also help take the edge off your hunger before the main course arrives. Now let us talk about rolls. If your restaurant offers brown rice sushi, that is usually a better option than traditional white rice. Brown rice contains more fiber and tends to have a somewhat gentler effect on blood sugar. It is not a free pass to eat unlimited sushi, but it can be a step in the right direction. Another excellent choice is the Naruto roll. Instead of rice, the ingredients are wrapped in thin slices of cucumber. You still get the fish, vegetables, and flavor, but with dramatically fewer carbohydrates. Not every restaurant lists Naruto rolls on the menu, but many sushi chefs will make them if you ask. Hand rolls, also called tamaki, can be another useful option. Because they are cone-shaped and often contain less rice than traditional rolls, they may help reduce your overall carbohydrate intake. You can even ask for extra fish, avocado, or vegetables, and less rice. A diabetes-friendly sushi meal does not have to be complicated. Start with miso soup or edamame. Make sashimi the star of the meal. Then, if you still want sushi rice, add a single roll or hand roll rather than building your entire meal around multiple rolls. That simple strategy alone can dramatically reduce the blood sugar impact of a sushi dinner. Segment 3. What to avoid. First, be cautious with tempura. Tempura means deep fried. Whether it is shrimp tempura, soft-shell crab tempura, or a tempura-style roll, the batter adds refined carbohydrates, while the frying process adds extra calories and fat. A tempura roll can contain significantly more carbohydrates than many people expect. Next, pay attention to specialty rolls. Many of the most popular rolls are designed for flavor and often contain multiple sources of carbohydrates at the same time. Sushi rice, tempura ingredients, sweet sauces, and imitation crab. What looks like a single roll can actually become a surprisingly large carbohydrate load. Speaking of imitation crab, this is another ingredient worth watching. Imitation crab is usually made from processed white fish called surimi that is mixed with starches, sugars, and flavorings. While it is not inherently unhealthy, it contains more carbohydrates than real crab. If the menu simply says crab, it is perfectly reasonable to ask which type it is. Now, let us discuss sauces. Eel sauce, teriyaki sauce, sweet soy glazes, and many spicy sauces often contain added sugar. The amount may not sound huge, but sauces can accumulate quickly when they are drizzled across multiple pieces of sushi. A good rule is simple. Ask for sauces on the side. That gives you control over how much you actually consume. Another ingredient people often worry about is cream cheese. The issue is not that cream cheese causes major blood sugar spikes. It generally does not. The concern is that cream cheese is commonly found in large specialty rolls that are already packed with rice, sauces, and other calorie-dense ingredients. It can make an already heavy roll even richer and easier to overconsume. And finally, watch out for the biggest trap of all: portion size. Sushi has a healthy reputation, which can make people lower their guard. A meal that starts with one roll can easily turn into 3. Before you know it, you have consumed the equivalent of several servings of white rice. Remember that one of the easiest ways to control portions is to replace part of your order with sashimi. You still enjoy the fish, but you dramatically reduce the rice. Segment 4. Wasabi, ginger, and soy sauce. Many people assume these extras are insignificant, but they are worth understanding because they are often surrounded by myths and misconceptions. Let us start with wasabi. Real wasabi comes from the wasabi plant and is traditionally grated fresh. However, in most restaurants, what you are actually getting is a blend of horseradish, mustard, and green coloring. The good news is that neither version contains enough carbohydrates to meaningfully affect blood sugar. So if you enjoy that spicy kick, go right ahead. Next is pickled ginger, also known as gari. Many people think the ginger is there as a garnish. It is not. Traditionally, it is meant to cleanse the palate between different types of sushi so you can better appreciate the flavor of each fish. Yes, pickled ginger is made with some sugar, but the serving size is usually very small. A few slices are unlikely to have a meaningful effect on blood sugar for most people. The bigger concern would be eating unusually large amounts, which most people do not do. Finally, soy sauce. When it comes to blood sugar, soy sauce is usually not the problem. Most traditional soy sauces contain little to no carbohydrate. The bigger issue is sodium. Just 1 tablespoon of regular soy sauce can contain roughly 900 milligrams of sodium. That is a substantial amount, especially for people with high blood pressure, kidney disease, or cardiovascular concerns, conditions that often occur alongside diabetes. Low-sodium soy sauce is usually the better choice when available. It still contains plenty of flavor while reducing the sodium load. And here is one final tip. Dip the fish, not the rice. Many sushi chefs recommend this for flavor, but it also helps prevent the rice from soaking up excess soy sauce. You get the taste without drowning your meal in sodium. Segment 5. Final thoughts. Sushi is not forbidden. You just need to know what you're eating. The hidden sugar in sushi rice, the high glycemic index of white rice, and the oversized portions can turn a healthy meal into a blood sugar spike. But with a few simple swaps like sashimi instead of rolls, brown rice instead of white, Naruto rolls instead of traditional, you can enjoy sushi without the spike. And those little extras? Wasabi is safe. Pickled ginger is fine in small amounts. Soy sauce has no sugar, just watch your sodium. So the next time someone says, "Let us get sushi," you do not have to say no. You just need to have a plan. What are your thoughts about diabetes and sushi? Comment below and please share this video with someone who loves sushi but worries about their blood sugar. Until next time, stay strong, stay sweet, but not too sweet, and keep thriving with the Blood Sugar Squad.